Coming up on UT 10 News, a look at how the university takes on dorm security.
And we'll also see how a local alum followed his passion for media in the Toledo area.
Plus, Marla Goatee was on the hardwood as both the men's and women's basketball teams played their exhibition games. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexis Wheatley.
And I'm Samantha Johnson. A dorm is supposed to be a place where students can feel safe and secure.
But a recent incident at Ottawa East when a man was able to enter the dorm with ease has some students concerned. UT 10's Lacey Horn has the story.
Last week, a man by the name of Jaquan Crooks was reported to police as a suspicious guest in Ottawa East dorm. He was not a resident or a guest of the dorm, so Crooks being in the building is a breach of security. Crooks was uncooperative with police, which led to his arrest. We spoke with Brad Menard with Office of Residence Life, and he explained some of the dorm's security measures.
Staff do rounds to the buildings in the evening when they're on call, and so they do the round to the building. And then, if we have any issues or anything, then we would call university police.
The university's chief of police explained what happened when police arrived at the scene.
Unfortunately, they had to go hands-on with the person and take him into custody. It turned out he had a pair of pliers that he was trying to conceal from the officers.
When asked if he could guarantee that incidents like this won't happen again in any dorm, Menard says he can't, but that Residence Life is committed to ensuring the safety of all students. I'm Lacey Horn with UT 10 News.
President Trump is causing controversy with his recent announcement that he wants to nullify birthright citizenship.
But many people don't understand what a complex process becoming an American citizen actually is. UT 10's Kaylee Loofborough takes us through the procedure.
Immigration attorney Amar Allo says the road to gaining American citizenship is not a quick, easy, or cheap one. Immigrants have to be at least 18 years old and live in the U.S. as a permanent resident for at least 5 years straight prior to applying for naturalization, the process of becoming a citizen. Once eligible, an N-400 form, which is a 21-page detailed $700 application about the applicant's history and background, is filed. Then interviews and exams follow.
There's a civics exam, which is not an easy exam. There's, I think, a study that says that most Americans would actually fail the civics exam. And then there's an English exam as well.
Alice says although receiving naturalization can happen in a matter of months, the steps and requirements that have to be taken and met prior can extend the process years, if not decades. Giselle Mendoza McDonald came to the U.S. from Nicaragua with her family in 1988 when she was just 8 years old seeking asylum. On July 4, 2016, she received her naturalization and became a citizen, an experience she describes as surreal.
Just for being here and born here, you have so many rights, and then there's people like me that have to wait for so long.
McDonald says the waiting was the hardest, but now that it's over, she wants to help others through the process. I'm Kaylee Loofborough, UT 10 News.
Transgender rights have long been a focal point of debate in the United States and for trans rights activist Jessica Lynn. It's something she faces every day. Last Thursday, Lynn spoke to UT students in the Fieldhouse about her past experiences. While President Trump is looking to limit civil liberties for transgender people, Lynn is continuing to use her story to reach students across the world.
What he's doing is just throwing red meat to his base of supporters. And I do believe is with this next election is he's going to lose a lot of his power. And I do believe he will be either removed from office or voted out.
Lynn hopes her story inspires students to make a difference and change in the world. Some international students were in desperate need of donations 2 weeks ago due to a fire at University Circle Apartments.
Those students have received a great amount of support and their needs have now been met. UT 10's Cameron Turner joins us live in studio. Cameron, exactly how many items have been donated?
Sam and Alexis, more than 2,000 items have been donated to the cause. A few weeks ago, 38 international students' lives were changed. More than 70 people supported them in their time of need, donating clothing, hygiene products, and more.
The biggest donation has come from a partner, a community partner. A gentleman named Wes Blood provides furniture for the students.
Clark says they are no longer taking donations and they are now sharing the donations with other UT students in need. The additional donations will be used to help stock the UT food pantry, Kate's Closet, and men's professional dress closet.
The National Traffic Highway Safety Administration estimates distracted driving was responsible for more than 3,400 deaths nationwide in 2016. Ohio is determined to decrease that statistic, implementing a new law about texting and driving. Under new law, which went into effect yesterday, police officers no longer have to prove a driver is texting. They can cite them for a moving violation and make note that they were also distracted.
So I think there should be, a serious punishment for it because it is, dangerous, for other people on the road. You're putting other people's lives at risk.
For minors, punishment is a $150 fine with a 6-month suspension on their license. Adults face a misdemeanor or fine.
UT Rec Services and the Lucas County Special Olympics teamed up for a good cause on Saturday.
The Toledo Unity Bowl Championship featured athletes with special needs to display their athletic skills. UT 10's Reed Teetsorth has the story.
It's normal to have the Glass Bowl filled on a fall Saturday, but this weekend it hosted a different competition. Special Olympics gave those living with developmental disabilities an opportunity to compete in the 3rd annual Toledo Unity Bowl. The event took place this Saturday with Eastern Michigan, Central Michigan, Ohio State, and Toledo competing. Central Michigan took first place. Despite the runner-up finish, the experience of unity was felt by the Rockets team.
Thank you for Kelly Watson for all you did for our team. Thank you.
Those not competing in football were given an opportunity to cheer their teams to victory with cheer coach Jamie Sharla.
Because the biggest thing that I love about special needs is their slogan, the only disability is a bad attitude.
Beyond the Unity Bowl, there are many more opportunities for you to help those with special needs. For more information, visit ut10news.com. I'm Reed Teetsorth, UT10 News.
A UT alumnus has developed his passion for Toledo into a full-time job. What started out as a fun hobby making videos highlighting restaurants, businesses, and events in Northwest Ohio has snowballed into a lifestyle for Patrick McCarty, also known as Guy in the 419.
My hope is that people will want to support local. They'll want to buy local, they'll want to eat local, they'll want to support local events. When we do that, we are becoming self-sufficient.
McCarty encourages his viewers to discover all the great things Northwest Ohio has to offer.
I'm Marla Goatee, and this is your UT10 Sports Report. It was a busy Saturday for the Rockets as the men's basketball team took on Hillsdale in an exhibition game. But first, the women battled in overtime against the Oilers. The Rockets tipped off the season with an exhibition game against Findlay. Toledo's Mariella Santucci had the hot hand in this first period as she drains this three-pointer. But Findlay played tough. Anna Hintz lays this one in off the glass for 2 points. To the second, Michaela Boyd stepped up and hit this shot to maintain the Rocket lead. The Rockets would stay hot, taking a 33-29 lead into halftime. The third was a different story, however. The Oilers would not back down as Hintz hits this turnaround jumper to keep Findlay in the game. Findlay took a 10-point lead into the final quarter. Toledo fought back in the fourth to tie up the game with this clutch three-pointer by Sarah Rokkanen with 6 seconds remaining to send the game into overtime. Rokkanen stayed hot in the extra period, hitting another three-pointer to start the Toledo run. The Rockets would go on to win 77-70.
I think we did look like it was our first game. And I do think this type of game will be really, really good for us going forward.
The Rockets will begin their regular season on the road against Maine on Saturday. The men took on Hillsdale following the women's game. Rocket Nate Navigato started the scoring for Toledo with a wide-open three-pointer. Toledo dominated the paint, scoring 34 points, including this dunk by Luke Kanapke. However, Hillsdale would keep the score close with a three-pointer by Harrison Niego. The Rockets would take a 36-29 lead into the half. The second half started with this huge block from Navigato to set the tone. Dylan Alderson found the basket with a layup to put the Rockets up by 16. From there, it was all Toledo as they would go on a 6-point run to close out the game. Rockets win 72-63.
Yeah, and I knew they'd test us. I knew they would. But overall, certainly a lot more pluses than minuses against a very quality team.
The Rockets open their regular season at Oakland University on Friday. That's it for sports. Back to you, Alexis and Sam.
That's it for UT10 News.
For Marla Goatee, Samantha Johnson, and all of our crew, I'm Alexis Wheatley. Have a great week, and remember, go vote.